What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Budget Rebuilds. We're back on our 2017 Monster RZR 1000 rebuild. We haven't touched it in months, just been super busy with other stuff. But we finally got a computer for it. I hope it's the right one. We just got it used off of eBay, and we got an ignition switch too. So we'll go ahead and start getting tore apart and spray the dust out of the old connector. We'll start with that and then get the ignition switch on it and see if we can at least hear it run before we start tearing into the transmission and getting it out, trying to get it fixed. Looks like we already got our seat loose, so we'll just go ahead and get that out of our way. I just got some old electric cleaner here. I don't know what else to use on it. It should work just fine. I just want to knock the dust out of it. I think it's run out of steam. We'll let that stuff sit there and dry for a little bit and go ahead and put in the ignition switch now. Alright, we still got this loose from last time, I guess. Go ahead and plug it in. Looks like it'd be fairly easy to steal one of these things. I'm just going to snug it up a little bit. There we go. Watch it fire right off now. Uh-oh. Of course. I'm sure the battery's dead. It's been sitting for like 6 months. Alright. I guess we'll go ahead and plug in this computer and see what it does. Think it's going to run? I don't have any screws for it, of course, but I'm assuming it sits like that, and both of the connectors are the same. That one only goes down to the lower one, so I'll put this one up here. I guess the bottom one's going to be on first. Damn, it ain't really wanting to go on there. Alright. Let's go get a jump box and see what it does. Alright. What do you think it's going to do?
I think it's going to crank. First try.
I hear a fuel pump.
I do too.
We didn't have a fuel pump before, did we?
Nope.
Didn't part?
Sure hope so.
Nothing.
No.
Oh, maybe foot on the brake? No shit. Cranked right up. I'll take that. Sounds pretty good too. Probably got old fuel in it. Alright, now that we know this thing runs, we're going to go ahead and tear into getting the transmission apart. The only way I can find to jack this thing up is with a huge block. And I'm just hoping it'll get it up high enough to get the tires off of it. Probably not super safe. Alright, so I tried every single socket I had and couldn't get it to fit. Then I got to looking at it closely. Somebody's put some kind of aftermarket lug nuts on here that have 7 sides. So we ordered a new set and a new key, but I don't feel like waiting a week to get it. So we're going to go ahead and use this bolt extractor and try to get the lug nuts off so we can get started. Don't know if it's going to work, but we're definitely going to try first. I should probably be doing this by hand, but I'm going to start with a impact first and see what happens. Worked just fine. I guess next order of business needs to be, and it's pretty tight. I'll probably put some weight on this so this strap doesn't have a bunch of tension on it, and then go ahead and get the shock out of the way, and then we'll get these snorkel tubes and this this cover off of here too. It's the only thing I know to do. I'm going to try to take the weight off of this and see if I can get that shock bolt out. At least it's spinning now. I don't know if we're any closer to it coming out. We'll go ahead and finish trying to knock this thing out. And I might could just hang the shock and let it sit where it's at. I don't know if I have to take off that upper part or not. I have no idea. I'm going to go ahead and start taking off these boots. I feel like that shock is going to be in the way. I'm going to go ahead and get this top shock mount out. Well, maybe not. We can still get to it though. So we go ahead and get this dude out the way. That was easy. Now that we get all these tubes out of the way, I can go ahead and get this outer cover off. I don't even know what you call it. Primary cover? I don't know. Looks like it needs a belt too. What do I do now? Just take those things off? I don't know. I have no idea. Once again, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just going to start taking bolts loose until we get to wherever we're trying to get. I'll probably mess some stuff up. It's okay. Alright, and then I watched a YouTube video that said to buy this thing, and I'm pretty sure I just stick it in there. Now I guess we'll take this cover off, I guess.
Take a trip down on Easy Street. That's where all of the losers meet.
Well, there's the transmission. Now what? I guess we take those mounts out. Button, reverse spring. So we've got it down here to the bare engine and transmission. I really don't know exactly where to go next. I'm kind of going to assess the situation, but I think we're at a good stopping point right now. I might go in here and clean all this stuff off so I can see what I'm looking at, because it's got a bunch of mud and stuff in there too. But yeah, we'll pick up in the next video. Hopefully get the whole transmission out and get it tore apart and see what's going on with it, besides the gigantic hole inside of it.